Hi there. This is going to be a general love reading for all signs. This is, well, today is happy solar new moon eclipse. Ring of fire. Mercury in retro, honey. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's all of the above, okay? It was, this eclipse season has been a lot, hasn't it? A lot of getting in touch with our emotions, a lot of purging, a lot of arguments, a lot of fights, a lot of tests. Eclipses are wild cards, but eclipses eclipse things out. So also this particular eclipse, right? This was a solar eclipse. It was a new moon. The reason they call it the Ring of Fire is because it wasn't a total eclipse, y'all. It just comes across like this, and just there's a ring around it like that, okay? And so it appears to be a ring of fire around it, and it's very similar to like if you're giving birth and your baby crowning, yeah, and it's this ring of fire, the burning like that. They're about to right there emerge. So this is this moment right before the emerging, right before the rebirth. The eclipse season has been about rebirth, transformation, metamorphosis, and also sort of being hidden and protected in the womb, in the cocoon, if you will, speaking about birth of children. Some of you, this is healing the inner child. Some of you, this is actual children. So, you know, we do have those spirit babies that have been hounding us since last year real heavily. I mean, for years, but very heavily since last year during the pandemic. They're ready to be incarnated. So this could be inner child, actual spirit babies. This is about your rebirth. We've been reborn many times, haven't we, though? It's like, well, when does it end? I don't think it does while we're still stuck in these muggle bodies. Just doesn't. That's the whole purpose why we're here, is to push ourselves. Soul ascension, right? To learn, to grow. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So the more you heal, yeah, the higher you ascend, you're gonna call in basically everything. But there's this, if you've ever given birth, you know it's so fucking hard to the end. At the very end, you just don't have any gas left in you. Like, you really don't. I'm telling you right now, we're sitting in this Ten of Swords sort of an energy. It's like, I cannot do it anymore. I cannot take the betrayals. I cannot take all this bullshit. I can't take all this heartbreak, this pain. I can't carry this load anymore. I cannot. But it's like, you're staring at it. The baby's sitting in the birth canal, like literally the head sticking out. Like, you have one push left. You have just a little ways to go. It's the tail end of this. And it's that moment that you're really tested the most, because it's like, I know, but I have nothing left. So you think. You're gonna get this like burst of energy that comes out of nowhere, I think. I experienced it myself, and I'm still sort of gassing out today. Yesterday was brutal. We're all in it together, yeah. It was brutal for me. It was one of the worst days in probably a really long time that I had, and I was fasting too. Made it worse. But we pushed through, as always, even with tears in your eyes still, yeah. Even if your voice shakes, yeah, even if you have no more strength left, you're gonna fucking push. You're gonna fucking push. This is it. This is the last push. Something's magnetic. While I'm talking to you, I'm hearing, you know, John Mayer's Gravity, which I was just singing on the Sagittarius reading. So that could be connected here somehow too. Sag energy. But I don't think so. I think that this is really just about this magnetic energy. You know, the moon, right, has been the star recently because it's eclipse season. And really the moon has been the star, even though eclipses are the sun and the moon reuniting. So we'll get into that in a little bit when we start talking about the romance shit about this, right? The sun and the moon reuniting and shit, right? Beautiful. Very star-crossed lovers. But this is like the moon being the star. In every phase, she's fucking gorgeous. But what is the moon? She's magnetic. The moon is divine feminine. The moon is intuition. It is subconscious. It is hidden illusions, what you don't see coming. Everything that was hidden is to be revealed. That's what I love about new moons, is it appears there's nothing there. Feels really relevant. It appears there's nothing there. You have free spirit. Can you go with the flow? I heard no. Fuck no. Sure? No. They want you to be a little more flexible. I'm not talking about being like Elastigirl, honey, and be stretching them limbs, because you know that shoulder gonna be going up over here. The foot on the shoulder shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we know you can do that. We know that is from when when the hormones kick in, honey, and you in the moment, honey. All of a sudden, those joints is juicy. That's not that. This is about being flexible in other ways, okay? By going with the flow. If things don't go in your favor, are you like okay, like saying, oh, okay, I don't mind, whatever. Open to it being whatever. C'est la vie. Solitude. This was the biggest test for most of us. I'm always tested with being alone. Every time my knees hit the ground, and I never ever ask for help. Never. I never like to vent to people. Never, unless it's absolutely necessary. And I've noticed one of my biggest tests was when I finally get to that breaking point, my knees hit the ground, is total 10 of swords, and I do reach out to people, they're not there. Whether it's because they can't control it, like they're sleeping, or whether it's because of whatever. Sometimes it is that they can't control it, right? And so that's whatever. It just is what it is. But sometimes they can, and they just don't, they're just not there for you. And it's just this solitude of the baby is in the womb alone. The caterpillar is in the womb alone. It's this alone. Being alone, not lonely. Being comfortable with your own company, but also being tested about the alone thing. It's a logical, common sense. We know we're not going to end up alone unless we choose that. If it's voluntary, then of course, your free will. So it's not that people say, well, and especially for someone like me who's cracked open, I'm not sitting here saying, oh yeah, I know I'm going to be alone unless I choose to. I know that eventually there will be someone, but it's the whole alone in the moment the knees hit the ground, you know? And that test of you pushing, and because no one can push for you is the point, right? No one can push for you the future. Seeing the future. Someone here could be extremely clairvoyant. They could be getting extreme psychic hits. Some of you guys are having dreams about stuff. Some of you had a future that you thought it was gonna be, and it's not. And that's where the flexibility comes from. Some of you are saying, I am alone, and I thought at this age I'd be married with children. I don't fucking understand. I was married with children, and now I find myself alone. I don't understand. That's something here too. And also it's this, am I going to be alone in the future? Now, we're all human and we all muggle. Don't get me wrong. We do think those things, but we know. You know you're not going to be alone forever. No shit, Sherlock. No. Obviously. I know if that happens, it would be because we choose that, right? Free will. But like, there's this thing here. There's a lot. Okay, there's a lot. There's just stuff. There's a lot. First card, Page of Wands. Younger fire sign. There's a spark. It's like, just when you thought it wasn't going to get better, just when you thought it was shit, something happens. There's this like spark, a glimmer. There's like a glimmer. Glimmer of hope. Glimmer of happiness. It's like at the darkest moment, right? What's the saying? It's always darkest before dawn. And it's like at that moment, where it's like you think it just cannot get any worse. It like something, there's this like crack. There's like the sun starts cracking. The sun starts coming up. Sorry, it's Mercury in retro. So communication is kind of all over the place. The devil. Capricorn. You have all of someone's focus. Look at him. Someone is very, very focused on you. But they're going through their own shit. I can feel it. They have been or are still going through some shit. But that doesn't mean they don't have interest in you. This doesn't mean that they have not been keeping tabs on you. They may already know you. It's you and them in the future. It ends like that. I know it. This could be someone here who's not even tripping because they go, I already know it's you and me in the end. It's kind of weird, crazy energy in this reading. Even like, it's just that eclipse energy with Mercury in retro. You have the Empress and the 10 of fucking cups. See, they just know it. They go, it's you and me in the end, you know. You're going to be my baby mama. You're going to be my wife. This is us. Look at the swan family. You got the swan parents and the swan babies. 10 of cups is happily ever after. It's fairy tale. It's like these people are saying, this dude is like, I just know it's going to be me and you in the end. But I don't feel like they're acting on it. And that's what's confusing and upsetting. Because you all, well, then just let me be alone at my darkest moments, motherfucker. Right? I think that too. I go, you motherfucker. You know I'm struggling over here. And we always pull through, honey. Rest assured. Okay, this is why we such strong bad bitches. Because no matter what happens to us, no matter how betrayed we are, no matter how abandoned people leave us, whatever the fuck it is, no matter what we're going through, we get through this shit. We stumble. Right? We fucking have dying. We still get the fuck up, brush it off, and we push through every fucking time. You can't break us, bitch. Okay? You can't, because we will not fucking stop. Even when we say, I can't do it. Bing! Something comes over us. Your higher self steps in, smacks you a little bit like this. Okay? Whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know where I was going with that. The energy is everywhere. You know what's funny is it feels like the energy is everywhere, but it's exactly what it is. Like, it's spot on. Sometimes we'll do readings and be like, I don't think this is right. I'm going to end it and just cancel it. I feel like, yeah. Reach, bitch. Reach, we in church today. It feels like that. It feels like, The confusion, I don't even know either, but it's what I feel like. Judgment, look at that. It literally says rebirth. It's exactly what we went all off about. Transformation, heeding the call, calling in your soulmate. It's about an awakening, clearing, purging. This is all the things. You know, the phoenix rises up from ashes, which means what? Had to crash and burn. It was the 10 of swords. It was total betrayal. It was the worst it's gonna get. It's so long, the journey, and I'm so tired, I can't push. One last push. I don't think I can. I don't know if I can. And then it's almost like you may hear the call. You may feel this like rejuvenation or this burst of energy. However this works for you and whatever resonates, it's this rising up. They thought you was dead. It's the whole, they tried to bury me. They didn't know I was a seed. It was almost like there's this energy of being counted out. You even counting your damn self out too. Sometimes we are our own worst enemies. That's why you don't gotta be your own enemy. All these other motherfuckers out here trying to hope and pray that you fail. Don't be someone else that's counting you out too. There's this rise up here, rising from the ashes with this judgment. The divine feminine, yeah, she does. Yes, she does. She rises the fuck up. This is your becoming. This is you emerging from the darkness. This is you being seen. This is you, and they went, oh shit, I thought you weren't gonna make it. Oh shit. See, look at that reveal. It's a light bulb. It's reveal. Breakthrough, breaking through the soil, now bursting through. It's a discovery. It's a realization. Aha moment. Feels like there, I mean, if you look at these three cards, fuck everything else that's here. You look at these three cards, this tells us that there is this emerging from the ashes, and it is a divine feminine energy. Or there is a divine feminine here that is finally being seen or being revealed. You might be revealed to the dude or the person, however it works for you, your woman, your man, honey, whatever, it's the energy. Because if you were like in a womb, right, or in the cocoon and you were hidden, then that's why you would be like, I never met anybody yet, and everybody I meet is not them, and it's just not a connection, not whatever. And this might be why it actually happens now. Because now it's you being seen, now you've been reborn, the rebirth, but it's a vibration too, and it's also about timing. The Tower, being alone. See, it's all this alone thing, being tested with that. It's not about that we're sad to be alone. I love being alone. There's this misconception. I love it. No one tells me shit. I've, for over a decade, been in a relationship and lived with somebody who controlled everything I did. So for me to be able to live in pure freedom, it's priceless. I love it. What we're talking about is not that we feel lonely because we need a man or we need a woman or whatever this is, right? This is about when I go through tough times and those moments which are rare that I do reach out for someone to kind of be there with me, to be reminded that I'm not alone in this. Those are the moments I'm alone and I feel alone, and that's where I feel like, are we being tested at that? That's what, for me personally, it's not about like, I know I'm not going to end up alone, and I'm not even in a fucking, I'm not even anxious to be in a relationship. I love doing my own shit. But it's that thing about when my knees hit the ground and when it's Ten of Swords energy and it's like, oh my God, oh my God. You look around, there's no one there saying, you one last push, you can do it, you can do it. It's us. It's always been us, our own voice inside of us telling us to do it. And I feel like, because not everybody experiences this, I know all these other people where when they call out, there I am, I'm right there to help them. All these other people are there to help them. So it's like, how come on our journey it's that? Because we have a higher calling. Period, point blank, bitch. You have a higher calling. The key. Clarity. There's clarity. Could be something being unlocked, right? Because the key is either locking or unlocking. Something could be unlocked, but it's clarity. The Mountain. An obstacle. It's also about being cold. Justice, Libra. And the Ladybug, birth of a daughter. Wishes are coming true. A vibrant, abundant life, happy, comfort, leisure. There is, you know, when I talked about, I know it's going to be you and me in the end, it's this person's higher self. Because it's probably not their muggle. You know that. I feel like it's their higher self. This person could be really intelligent. They could be like basically a genius of whatever they do, because it says genius, intelligent, solution. But it's also about the key. That holds bigger symbolism for some of you, the key. Energy's all over the place. It's even a little bit hard. I'm having like a psychic headache. Because it's so like, holy fuck, you saw that? The Sun. Sun's the happiest card in the entire deck. Sun is growth, it's healing, it's truth. It's the happiest card in the whole fucking deck. It landed on the Ladybug. A vibrant, abundant life, happy, comfort, leisures. Wishes are coming true, birth of a daughter. And it flew on that. As if to emphasize, as if to add an exclamation mark to it. To say, you better fucking believe it. Oh, it's going to be pure bliss. I know it's hard right now, but once you get over this one last push, even if you're alone in this push, it's okay. It's a test. It's something about it being a test, because you have a higher calling. The Stalemate. Two cards here talking about being very like standoffish. Because that's also the Mountain now. The Mountain is standoffish. It's cold. Not revealing true, emotions. Being sort of like distant. Someone's pride here. That could be that too, you know. They're trying to break somebody from that, being too proud. That rings true for a lot of people. The ego gets in the way out. Ego's a good thing. You have good ego, bad ego, because we need ego in certain aspects. See the mask. The mask falls off in this last rebirth. I think it has to do with emotions too. It's what I'm feeling. It definitely feels like it's an emotional thing. Like her guards are up, her swords are always up. She feels like, well, I'm always alone anyway in the fucking end. Maybe it's this test of you putting the swords down. Could be different for everybody. What an odd reading. The energy is so all over the place. It's strange. But it's right on schedule. Look at that, the cheetah. Something comes in fucking fast. This is the sun. This is the fucking sun. This is rapid. This is solar force. Bitch, we just had a damn solar eclipse. Bitch, this is quickness, fast. It's also masculine, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Solar force. I told you, it's the sun. Action. Achievement. Masculine energy. Oof. Oof. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah. It shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. When in balance, it achieves anything in its boundless energy. When out of balance, it is impatient and competitive. I mean, we just had a solar eclipse. It was a new moon solar eclipse in Gemini. It was the Ring of Fire. I mean, I was going to do an extended, but honestly, I don't think we need it. We don't. Go watch all my other readings. I got a whole bunch of special love readings. Those have extended. I just finished all 12 zodiac signs, timeless bonus readings. And then now I can get started. It was just 2, 2, 2, 2 on the timer. Now I can get started on the second half of June. This is the Island Time Wellness Oracles. Hand of Cards, take a chance. Sorry, Mercury in retro. Take a chance, risk. Being strategic, options, not showing your hand, gambling. And then photography. Fucking Mercury in retro, this photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. And that's the whole shit, y'all, when we're going through some shit. Don't you notice that? You're all like nostalgic about some shit. You're all in your feelings when you're purging, and you're all in your feels about how it used to be in the old days. You missing people that not here no more. And it's so like drowning in the emotions, almost rubbing salt in the wound. Okay, so this hand of cards here is talking about taking a chance. I think it's the divine masculine, you know. I just got the chills when I said that. I think it's the divine masculine. They either come out of nowhere, or they take a chance and a risk out of nowhere, maybe because your knees hit the ground. And that's that thing about the vulnerability. They've never seen you like that before. But then you bounce right back. It's not even like you get vulnerable and you stay there. Like, people are like, you can do it. Well, fucking obviously. Duh. We know. And 99.9% of the time, we don't need anybody there to help us push. But that 0.1% of time, it's like, I need somebody here, just stand here with me. Don't tell me nothing, don't do nothing, don't look at me. Just stand here. And then there's no one there. And it's like, so testy, right? It's like, what the fuck? Mirroring each other. Holy fuck, love. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness. Affection and attraction and passion. Ooh. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, deception. And then girl with a snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used. See, you're saying that ain't gonna be. I'm not gonna be Boo Boo the clown. I'm not gonna be Ronald McDonald's cousin. So my guards is always up. So I don't need nobody because I don't want to be looking stupid like a fool. Because in the past when I've said, oh, you want to be with me? Oh, I want to be with you. I'm going to do this. I look like a fucking moron. So now I'm all by myself and I'm happy and I'm flourishing. It's this thing that like, it's like trying to shake you from that yes, it's okay to be those things. Yes. But isn't that also a form of us showing that we're not fully healed? The fact that we don't need nobody. It's almost like that's also showing us too that pardon me, that's kind of being jaded and sort of having a wall up, and that's it's also not fully healed either. And you're never fully healed though. You're never fully healed. It's just not like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be fully healed. No, you're never fully healed, not in these meat suits. But you know what I mean. It's about you saying like, I know what I've learned. And truly, truly what I've learned is that like, not everybody is perfect and not everybody loves the way you want them to. And some people are trying their best, but then some people are outright just piece of shits and that don't help, that don't want to help you, that just are in it for themselves. They're selfish. And that's what we battle with, is that because we give them everything. And the fact that when we need a smidget of anything, they're not there, no one's there. And it's like, what the fuck? Because we're unconditional with what we do and our loyalty runs deep. And that's the test I feel like with a lot of people right now, is this test of betrayal and loyalty. You have the lady. Divine Feminine is literally on display right now. The mice, stress, anxiety, worries. She's worried about something. The fox, worried they're gonna fucking dupe her again. Worried that if she lets her guard down, that she's just they're gonna come in and try and fucking be sly and slick. But you know better than that. You a clever bitch. You a clever bitch. You see red flags, you know it's a hell no. The bear, the boss, CEO, big dick energy, the garden. It's like they make a date. Because the garden is like public, it's an event, it's a meeting, it's a date. Going outside, the bear. The bear wakes up, yeah? The bear wakes up from hibernation. The bear could be wealth. The wealth is, the bear is strong. This could be a CEO, someone who is kind of aggressive in this way. Not loud, but just sort of, they're kind of possessive too. Because what's theirs is theirs. I mean, literally, he's standing there with a fucking fish in his mouth. He might like tuna. I'm a pescatarian. All right. I'm just, at this point, just squeezing in. Nothing's coming out of this rag. It's trying to just, nothing's coming out. All right, you guys. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, xi_missy_xi. And please don't fall for the fake fucking people on Instagram trying to get you to send them money. I'm not even accepting new reading requests right now. Unless, is an exception, or unless this is past whatever. People that I'm trying to catch up with. But honey, unless you hear it from me directly, no. Don't be sending people fucking money. When I'm ready to accept reading requests again, I will tell you guys, okay? Like me, I'll sit here and I'll tell you. Now, on my website, saltwaterhealstarot.com, if you would like to purchase tickets to my tarot workshop, my first one in June, this month sold out. My second one in July still has tickets available. You can purchase tickets directly from my website, okay? I will see you guys very soon. Love you guys. Bye.